Just anything goes apparently on this one.
Yeah, but anyway, we're now waiting for OG James to round off on the grid as driver number 16. And we can get going. Here we are for the finale of Division 2. The lights are counting down. The lights are out. And we are away. Who's got the better start?
Oh, Jack's got an amazing
and Jack's
start.
had a
Jack's
mega
at the
launch.
P2.
Oh, but he's broken very early, and the two Williams have managed to get back past him.
Well,
It's very interesting. It looks like Jack had a run. Oh, looking further down the grid, it looks like South Raptor's got past Jack as well. So Jack very, very cautious into turn one compared to the two Williams drivers, and they swarmed over him, and Jack, from looking like he was going to get up to P2, finds himself in P5, as I can see a Haas. I think that might be Dosser has chosen to take the new circuit runoff into the chicane, as we're having a little bit of a battle for P5 here.
The Red Bull looks like he's going to make a move on Jack here. Jack seems to be letting him go.
Yeah, Zach and Speed down the inside, but Jack's holding it round the outside. Give each other a decent bit of room, as I can hear a little bit of contact behind. I think there might be Drastic Blaze and SLR Charlie battling out as well, going side by side. Yes, it is. And they're going to go side by side here, as further in the background there's carnage as well. Alper, GRT Andrew. SLR Doss is in there as well. I see him making a lunge on Sam Laments. And there's a bit of contact there, I think. So far, lap one, we haven't had any major spinners, surprisingly. There's GRT Andrew and Alpe battling out hard for P11. Alpe pushing GRT Andrew a bit, but then Andrew gets his elbows out and keeps the position. Surprisingly clean start, though, actually.
Yeah. They were going 4 wide into turn 3, and I thought, there's just... OG James had a moment. Is he still on track? Yeah. He got on the outside curve.
That guy's pitted lap 1. He must have got damage. Yeah, he must have got damage. Oh, Drastic Blaze has gone! Drastic Blaze has gone. He's lost his wing. Is he out? No, he's very lucky to still be in the race there.
That's a long way
back
to the pit.
He's whack to the barrier.
Yeah.
He's had a hefty whack to the barrier, but he's only got damage to his front wing, thankfully, and is still in the race.
He's going to be needing the safety car to get back in.
Yeah, he is. As up the front, Quattro nearly broken the second on J.Lee Menz.
Yeah.
But in fact, he has actually.
Yeah. And J.Lee Menz has also broke the second on Golden Egg Fryer. Which just came back in.
Quattro's not got that much less ERS than Menz either, so that's very, very interesting. At the moment, it looks like J.Lee Menz is perhaps struggling compared to Quattro on the race pace, and Quattro looking very good at the moment. He's pulling away there from J.Lee Menz. Gap's now 1.4 seconds. Excellent start from the AlphaTauri driver of SLR Quattro. Further back, is there any moves? I think SLR Dosser looking at Alpe round the outside. That's not an orthodox one. Oh, he loses the back end slightly and goes into Alpe. Oh, that was nearly a much bigger incident than it was, but SLR Dosser getting right into the thick of it. Quattro sets a 139.6 as the first lap of the race. New side start from him.
Dosser really flirts with those outside curves every time he hits them. His back end swirls around. Oh, he's done it again!
Oh, and he does it again! He does it again! He's going to do it here. I feel like we were about 3 corners away from a Dosser crash. Never mind! Never mind. We're 1 corner away from a Dosser crash.
Oh my god! Mystic Mac, honestly.
I have to say that anyone could have predicted that. As I'm looking here, and J.Lee Menz has caught up to Quattro here.
Oh yeah.
Have a look at both of their batteries, and J.Lee Menz has got the whole battery, and he's got the DRS, so Quattro must have made a mistake at the start of the next lap. And you just see how much DRS gains you. So here we are, we have that 2-way battle for P1, and this is going to go right to the end of the race. As it stands on points, I believe, I'm just going to get out what Owen put about the situation of the constructors.
As it is at the minute, I believe Williams win it. They need 25 points gap, wasn't it? And at the minute, they would be getting 33 points. So they would.
If Red Bull don't get outscored by Williams by 25 or more, then they'll win the constructors.
Yeah. So at the minute, Williams are definitely.
At the moment it'll be dead level.
Yeah.
It will be.
Southampton's just overtaken Golden Egg Friday. So.
Yeah. So now it goes back in the favour of Red Bull, and I think this is going to change all race. As it stands, Red Bull will be constructors champions in Division 2, but
I feel like J-Lee Benz for the fight for first here is going to have to make life difficult for Quattro. I don't think sitting in his DRS is one of those things that he wants to do in this case. Just Quattro's pace just looks a little bit too quick. I think J-Lee Benz needs to get in front of Quattro, try and make his life
yellow flag.
difficult.
There's a virtual safety car. Alpay has tired in the pits.
Just as J-Lee Benz is about to make a move then.
And Golden Egg Fryer is disconnected as well. That's not good for Golden Egg Fryer. I'll quickly invite him back into the session. Give him a couple of invites, just in case. But yeah, I mean, that's very much neutralised the race, and... Well, I mean... As Golden Egg Fry is now back in the race. Golden Egg Fry is actually got really lucky with that VSC, actually.
Yeah,
it means that no driver's going to overtake him.
Yeah.
And he can get back in his car, and...
He could have dropped a good 3 or 4 places there if he hadn't... if that virtual safety car didn't come out at the right time.
Yeah, indeed. He's now back in his car now and ready for the restart, and... Yeah, he's stayed in exactly the same position as he was, and that's very, very fortunate. Neither of the top 2 pitting under this VSC, interestingly. As South Raptor's got a drive-through.
Speeding under the safety car.
That's massive, that is.
That is, yeah. It's a race killer as well, those ones, because of the drive-through, so it's just such a killer. It's 19 seconds he's going to lose. It's a 19-second pen, ultimately. It's brutal. It's a brutal penalty.
Yes, it's really... And only for gaining about half a second of race time under the VSC.
And you don't even lose it either, because you can do it when... I think the VSC was still on there when he got it. So he'd still have to come below the delta anyway. It's such a savage penalty, but...
And of course, on one hand you might think, does this help Golden Egg Fryer and Williams? Because... He'd obviously gain that position on South Raptor, but then you've got to remember that it's going to gain Zach's Beast's position as well, so it doesn't really affect the race whatsoever in terms of the battle for the constructors. It's kind of...
And J-Lee Menz has dropped out of the DRS.
Same as...
Yeah, he has dropped out of the DRS.
Yeah, he didn't have a good VSC restart compared to Quattro. There's no Golden Egg Fry going around the outside of South Raptor. I don't think South Raptor would want to fight this, because he knows that he does have to serve that drive-through penalty, and Golden Egg Fry moves up into P3. Zach is beast.
Yeah,
right, Hound and Jack as well. He's looking very, very racy.
Jack's going to want to try and get past. Yeah, go on.
I'm just astounded at just how much of a gap Quattro and Menz have, though. Like,
I
knew they were quick in qualifying, but Menz looking very, very quick.
It's interesting. Menz seems to keep falling out of the DRS. And then randomly gaining half a second. So I don't know what's going on with their deltas. I don't know if Quattro keeps making mistakes or J-Lee Menz keeps just randomly finding... Oh, that's a big track.
Oh, J-Lee Menz just goes completely off the track.
That's what we call the elite risks line. That one.
Oh dear.
But I don't know where that's... Yeah, he has gained.
Someone's gone. Someone's gone. Golden Egg Fryer. Golden Egg Fryer spun it. That's massive. Massive. He has lost it.
Is that turn 3, is it?
3.
Of course, turn 3.
I don't know whether he's hit the wall or not, but...
Nah, his front wing looks fine.
P11. He's down to P11, and... Well, from a podium position, he's now lost it, and now Zach's Beast is going to get past Jack. So all of a sudden, Zach's Beast has found himself in the podium position. And that is excellent news if you're a Red Bull fan, as...
Jack's going to get the DRS.
He's very, very comfortable here.
Yeah, he's right on the back of Zach's Beast. See if he's going to go and get the move.
Yeah, does he maybe think that Zach is beast is quicker than him and just needs to make the move as quickly as he can? Looks like he wants to. Both of their lights are flashing. Jack keeps behind rather sensibly. It was never going to be on that move from that far back, and keeps at it. But yeah, I mean that's very disappointing for Golden Egg Fryer. But that is not going to be. Well, that was not the first, and that is not going to be the last spin at turn 3. That is for sure. This race, it's an absolute nightmare of a corner. You gotta lift quite a lot, and even if you lift quite a lot, you can spin.
Yeah, it's funny. One of the things I noticed about that corner is it's not so much about your throttle input; it's more about your steering input. I don't know how the pad guy is dealing with that corner at all. But yeah, that was one of the things I did notice. It was more about your line than it was about your speed. But just a really bad corner. And Jack seems to be... They're gone.
One thing I'm looking at that's quite interesting here as well is the tyre date between the softs and the mediums. GRT Andrew on the mediums now is closing up to SLR Charlie. He's a lot quicker than Zach's Beast train at the moment. The softs are very much dying, and the medium runners are now coming into play.
And Jack is all over the back of Zach here. I think it's a this will be quite telling. He's turned his DRS off. So he's turned his DRS off. He's doing an SLR Nicky, funny enough. So I don't know if he wants it for the next straight or. But he's put
maybe he does not want to lose too much time. Yeah, he's put himself under pressure.
Yeah, he has.
Charlie. It's a very interesting battle for P3 at the moment. This is between the three of them.
Yeah.
This is certainly over. And you can see how much GRT Andrews lost in the DRS, but he's going to gain all that back in sector 3.
Yeah.
As SLR Hicklin's lost 2 positions. He's lost a place on OG James, lost a place on Sam Lamance. He's trying to get back past OG James as Hicklin.
Who do you favour here? If you go between being in GRT Andrews' position on the mediums in 6th, or in Zach's Beast's position on the softs, who do you feel has the upper hand then?
It's Quattro pits as the Zach's Beast.
That's early, yeah.
I'd probably favour Charlie's position, Charlie and Jack's position, as well. I mean, given the pace difference of the medium compound tyre at this stage of the race, what Andrew's going to end up doing now is being held up by the softs at the end of their life, and he's then going to be held up by the mediums when he goes onto the softs near the end of the race as well. So, bit of a nightmare situation. But I wonder whether this commits Quattro and Zach to the 1 stop, to the 2 stop perhaps. It's going to be a bit of a stretch for Quattro's tyres. He's chosen to go very early onto the mediums, so lap 7, but
if he takes those mediums to the end, they are going to be absolutely awful by lap 28.
Yeah, and he's come out in traffic as well. He's stuck behind Sam Lamance, and yeah, I mean he's going to have to be very, very careful with this traffic as Charlie has got past Jack whilst that's gone on. Very simple DRS pass.
If Quattro doesn't get this done now, he's going to lose tons of time through the final sector. Sam lets him go.
He gets the move done. He gets the move done. Yeah, Men's obviously must react this lap, but Quattro's not going to have gained as much on the undercut as he would have hoped for.
So Quattro pitted lap 7 then. That's very rough.
Yeah, it will get him to the end. It will get him to the end, but
he's kind of banking on another safety car really there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to have nightmarish tyres coming into the race.
And
Jaley Men's going for another lap. I guess Jaley Men's potentially just accepting that Quattro's going to be ahead of him. And is thinking, I'm just going to go to the optimal pit lap for the 1 stop here. And I know Quattro's going to jump me. I want to make sure that I can reel him in by the end of the race when his tyres fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
So,
and one thing I will say as well is the softs at this point in the race don't feel as bad as the mediums do at the end of the race. I feel that the softs at lap 8, 9, 10 are better than the mediums. So the medium runners are they're going to gain now, but they're definitely going to lose later in the race. And Jack has opted not to pit. Funny enough, we were actually discussing strategies before the race, and I suggested lap 10 to Jack, so I would assume, if he's taking my advice, he's going to pit on lap 10. which actually I think...
Oh, Andrews nearly lost it behind him. Oh, that was a big moment there from GRT Andrew. But yeah, I mean, if Jack goes to lap 10, then...
He will be
he's going to
undercut,
be
but he'll just
obviously
have nicer tyres.
Yeah, he'll be undercut by Charlie and Zach, who's battling. I mean, we saw how much... Actually, Zach managed to undercut Charlie pitting that one lap earlier as well. Now we have a look, but
the thing is,
yeah,
Zach is going to
come lap 9 as well.
Zach is going to come up to Hicklin and James as well. So it depends. Are they going to? How much time will they lose? You know, I think that's probably the bigger question.
Yeah, if he doesn't get past here, Zach, he won't get past until the next lap. And yeah, look at how much time he's losing behind Hicklin. It's
if Jack had any sense here as well, he would just let Andrew go and then just hold on to the back of him. See if he can get a couple of rounds of DRS. But...
Yes, now Hicklin pits off the mediums as well, interestingly. So he's very much committed to the two-stop. Unless he goes for the hards. Does Hicklin go for the hards for the final time this season? I'm going to follow him in his pit stop. No, he's gone for the softs. He's gone for the two-stop.
He's going for softs? Oh, okay, so you're going to go soft medium. I'm going to say,
yeah, medium soft. Oh, so OG James has crashed. OG James has crashed. Is this a safety car? If this is a safety car...
Oh, my God.
Menz and Jack. Menz and Jack are...
Oh, my God, they are laughing. They
are in dreamland. They are in dreamland here.
Up the Alpine. That's all I'm saying. Up the Alpine.
That is a...
SLR Jack understood the assignment. He understood the assignment.
He understood the lap 10 stop and he understood that there would be the lap 10 safety car.
He's seen everyone else pitting and he said, no. He said, SLR kind of told me. He told me pit lap 10 and look at where we are now.
oh wow. Yeah, and what is this going to do for the lead of this race as well? Men's potentially...
That is incredible.
Men's potentially could get the overcut on Quattro because of the safety car. He could potentially jump Quattro here.
Oh, he will, 100%. No, he will. Surely.
But Quattro would have gained a lot of time in the undercut. He'd have gained a good 2 or 3 seconds. It's going to be close.
Yeah, Jack will come out P3 behind Quattro, surely. Will he? Yeah, he will. But Jaylee mentioned should jump him, definitely. It should be
Jack's
here, Jaylee
pits now. This is Leo and Quattro. Does Quattro pit here? Because on lap 7, you think he's going to have a bit older tyres. Essentially, would you pit for fresh medium to hope that he's got the pace?
He's going to be so much further back.
Oh, as Menz, I can see he's coming out of the pits now. So here we go. This is very close. I think Quattro's got him. Quattro does have him, even with that safety car stop.
Wow.
So
Quattro must have really, really undercut him heavily then.
Well, he had a 2-lap undercut. You got to remember. And you know how much he gains. He gains like 2-3 seconds a lap. It's an awful lot.
Jack has came out P6, and I can't understand why.
Well, because it's the same thing as Quattro. It's the same thing as Quattro and Menz. You gain so much with the undercut.
Yeah.
Charlie and Zach have gained so much with the undercut that the safety car stop's going to save him 3 or 4 seconds. But with those old mediums...
Yeah, how much do you save from the safety car? So if you pit under a safety car, how much time do you save versus
probably about
someone who didn't?
4 or 5 seconds. Probably 4 or 5 seconds.
So it isn't quite as big as you would think. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happened is Charlie and Zach have got that undercut anyway. But what it does mean though is Jack, for example, is going to have those fresher tyres at the end of the race. Yeah. Andrew's a bit of a curveball in this as well, as he's had to go for the softs for the 2-stop, so he's going to be very quick at the start of this stint.
Yeah. The thing is, Andrew's going to have to pit again, and unless there's another safety car, his race is very much over. As far as any of the top guys anyway, because he's never going to do a soft medium at the same pace, sorry.
And yes,
see a couple of guys who went under the hards, but we all know
they're going to be nowhere.
Yeah,
they're going to be nowhere.
It's not going to be a very good choice, I for you.
What is Men's doing? Why is Men's faking to go into the pits? Bro, you literally just pit last lap. Like, what are you doing?
And that's your teammate.
I'm sorry, I'm so confused.
I think you were one breath away from calling him a clown there.
As I can see, Golden Egg Fry's chosen the moment to pit under the safety car as well. Because he pitted a couple of laps ago, so he's going to bowl on a fresh set of mediums, and that's quite a smart call by him, as he's only going to lose one position and be on the freshest mediums out of everyone.
Yeah, you might as well if you're in that situation. Nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Drastic Blaze is an entire postcode away from the field, so... But he's back in the race, though. I wonder whether he's got side pod damage, though, because he must have had a few moments to go 1 minute behind.
I've got no idea.
But yeah, and that's another question as well. Like, why wouldn't that guy then pit again for the mediums as well? Because... Or do they maybe just not know how terrible the hard compound tires are?
I think they just must not know, and they've got to not know.
They're so terrible I haven't even chosen to use them. I haven't used them once. I refuse.
I mean, even the game will opt to give you another pit stop. And
the game would prefer a 3-stop instead. It would rather the 3-stop rather than choosing hard.
Yeah, that's what it suggested as well. I think we did a practice session the other day, and it was soft, medium. Before giving you a hard time.
Yeah. So in other words, the hards around this track are cursed on the game.
I wonder what they're going to feel like going through turn 3. Turn 3 on the hards is going to be oh god. Feel like a rally.
You're going to lose about 2 seconds on the traction zone because of the hards being on at like 20 degrees. As Cohen's asked in the chat, is Beast the champ already?
Yes.
Or does this race mean anything? Yeah, Beast is the champion. However, Williams and Red Bull in the Division 2 Constructors are separated by 25 points, with Red Bull ahead. So, essentially what that means is... If Golden Egg Fry can find his way up the field, and I think he'd gain at least 5 positions on the hard runners and, of course, the soft runners who will have to pit again. If Golden Egg Fry gets himself like 6 points, 8 points, Men's wins the race, then Zach needs a top 5, essentially.
As it stands,
as Quattro sent a message saying that his tyre update is only 5%. He said so.
Yeah, I mean the safety car's helped him as much as the safety car has helped Jack. It's also helped the guys who pitted early, because it's three laps of nowhere, isn't it? Ultimately, they're not going to.
Yeah. But the safety car's still staying out for for Drastic Blaze as well.
It'll be coming in this lap, hopefully, won't it? We love to see the pack get bunched up just from a spectator point of view, also, don't we? Because you know that we know these boys aren't scared to make moves.
Yeah, but another thing. This is a similarly timed safety car to the second safety car that we saw last night as well, and what that did do is it helped make the medium tyres go to the end of the race from the lap 6 safety car as well. So it's pretty much exactly the same situation as Quattro's in.
Yeah,
he pitted on lap 7 rather than the lap 6 safety car, and they were going to be tight, but now he's not going to have those extra laps at the end, which are going to be the ones that it'd be really, really bad compared to J. Men's. Men's will be quick off the restart here, but give it 2 or 3 laps and we'll see that delta neutralised a lot more.
One thing I've noticed coming down the straights there is the whole grid is warming up their tyres, and Quattro does not seem to have done any tyre warming this lap. I don't know if maybe he has brake magic or something, I don't know, but he hasn't been. No, now he started a little bit, but we'll see what his getaway is like.
Yes, when is he going to go as well? As Drastic Blazer said, that he's back in the right postcode now. Yep. he's put that in the chat.
I love the way
he is. He's now caught up.
I love the way he had time to jump in the Twitch chat to tell us that as well.
I know he has the stream on when he races, Drastic Blazer. I know he has the stream on when he races, but Yeah, he is now back in the race, and that is good to see. All 14 runners at the moment are back in the race, and Quattro is going to set them away for the restart. So he goes away now. He's gone very early. He's gone very, very late. And Menz goes very, very deep. He's taken his same line there through turn one. He's lost a lot of time to Quattro there doing it. As now Giotti Andrew, this is the opportunity for him to make these soft tyres count. As Quattro has nearly pulled a second already, even with those older tyres. As Leah and Jack battling it out. Jack's been passed by Leah, I think. And they're going side by side. Obviously, Jack's going to have those nice and medium tyres, but Leah is one of those drivers on those fresh softs that's going to mess him up a bit. Who's going to brake later here into the chicane? Jack does have the inside line, but Leah brakes a lot later than him. Can he hold it around the outside? They're giving each other a good amount of room. This is great racing between the two of them. Leah opens up his steering on exit to give him the room. This is great stuff from them. And now Southrack is getting involved as well. Oh, he's got a bit of a twitch, that's a bit of a lag spike there from Leah, but thankfully all well and good, as now South Raptor trying to hold it in with Jack, and he does have to back out of it. Clean racing.
It was very clean. I feel like Leah was almost even more clean than he needed to be there, because he was so far ahead. He was so far ahead, and then he kind of turned in to give him even more room. But nice to see. I mean, he did end up keeping the position from that anyway, so I guess good karma came Leah's way from giving Jack a bit extra room than he needed. He's kept the position as Leah. It's kind of crucial now, really, for Jack to hold on to the back of Leah. Although, having said that, he is now outside of the DRS. Oh no, he isn't. Sorry, 8 tenths off. So he really needs to hold on to that pack if he wants to make any gains from this.
Yeah, and Andrew needs to be making moves ASAP here as well.
It's so hard though. I haven't been in that position. There's softs without the DRS.
Penalty.
Oh, that's
Jamie
big.
Menz.
That's big. Yeah, that's very big.
I mean, Quattro's bolted anyway, but that now puts JD Menz under threat for Zaka's Beast as well. But Zaka's Beast is going to be looking more backwards than in front of him because of Gandrew and his soft tyres.
I mean, that now puts JD Menz net P6.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, net P6.
You get the sense there is going to be a bit of field spread going by the first stint anyway. But
you never know. There might be a lap 23. Was it lap 25 safety car like last night?
lap 25 there was. Yeah. As that guy and Sam Laments on those hard compound tyres battling it out. They've not looked as bad as I thought they would, and they are only going to get better and better, but still not great. As Dossa's out. Dossa's lost it. Is that going to be another safety car? It is.
Whoa.
It is.
It's a kind of a neutral. This is a kind of a bad safety car, even for spectators. I don't think anyone's going to pit, are they? Doesn't really make any sense. I mean, a fresh set of mediums would be nice, but they're not going to put themselves.
I think Andrew would pit. Quattro pits.
Wow. That could be a smart move, actually. That could be a smart move. It could be a bad move. A few people
risky. Yeah, I mean, the soft runners are going to pit.
It's going to be P9.
Quattro.
So Quattro's going to be P9 on fresh.
It's going to be P10. It's going to be P10 behind Golden Egg Fryer, I think.
Yeah, P10. Yeah.
Oh, I don't understand that.
Well, I don't know. Because
he's going to have better tyres, but that's weird.
If they go to the end, if there's not another safety car, it may be a very good idea. If there's another safety car, it definitely wasn't, because let's say if there's a lap 22, lap 23, and he's not leading, he's then on softs with everyone in front of him on fresh softs as well.
So I can see Quattro's in AI, so presumably typing a message in the stream chat.
Yeah, Quattro, what was your thought process behind that one?
Yeah, maybe his thought process was, I'm going to pit because I hope that everyone else pits.
It could be. It could.
He pitted just in case the others pit. He said that.
Yeah.
2% tyres better than 16, he said.
He's right.
Okay,
No,
so
that's what I think.
he's 100% right, but he's given himself an awful lot of work. Awful lot of work to get back into that lead.
But then also,
Menz is only going to be on about 10%, I reckon, by now. And those guys on the hards are going to be very slow. He's going to have to... If he wins this race now, then it's drive of the season for me.
I'll tell you what as well.
Getting through those groups.
The guys who pitted under the first safety car, which was Lee Menz and Jack, their mediums are going to be so unworn. They've spent, what?
Yeah, they've had like one racing lap.
One racing lap. So they're on quali tyres right now. So their tyres are going to make it to the end so easily. Yeah.
Once again, Jamie Menz faking to go into the pits. Yeah.
OP.
Yeah, and now the question here is, can Jaylee Menz pull the gap on Zach's Beast? Or will Zach's Beast get the victory? Because all of a sudden now, Zach's Beast is favourite for the victory.
Yeah.
He's kept to himself as usual, and this is why Zach's Beast is champion. He doesn't get penalties, he keeps to himself, he keeps a good pace, he keeps consistent, he chooses good strategies, and he's right up there. But Quattro's charged the field on those new mediums. Oh boy.
The only thing is, Zach's Beast still has 8-lap-old mediums. Even with the safety cars, his tyres are still going to be awful at the end.
Yeah.
Compared to a Jack who's done 5 laps under the safety car so far, you know?
Yeah, Menz may as well be on tyres that he pitted onto about a lap ago.
Yeah.
Same with Jack. But wow, this is...
For Quattro, it all
a real curveball.
Depending how quick Quattro can get through the field here, you know, you've got to assume that Sam and that guy are both just going to be sitting ducks for Quattro when he gets to them. But Golden Egg Fryer isn't a slow guy, you know. Golden Egg Fryer is one of the fastest guys in the division. So what happens when Quattro tries to get past him?
Well, Golden Egg Fryer is going to see his teammates in P1 and Quattro's very, very quick. He's going to fight him hard because he knows for a fact. He knows for a fact that affects his teammates' race.
Yeah.
Because Quattro's going to be the fastest driver on track in clean air. He 100% is, especially in the last few laps of the race.
Yeah.
But wow, I mean, he's given us some entertainment as SLR Quattro, and thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that entertainment. If he wins this race, then, well, I'll be eating my words, and I'll be the first to say, yeah, fair enough. Decent decision by pitting, but he certainly made the race a lot harder for himself. And who's going to win the final race of the season? Jaylee Menz will lead us away. When is Jaylee Menz going to choose to do his restart?
Midzy in the chat says that track position is a lot better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Very interesting.
I agree with that. I think if Quattro had pitted and say half the field had, and he was in P4 or P5, then I'd much rather be in Quattro's position. As Menz he went, but he had the delta. I think he had the pit lane limiter thing, the safety car limiter, as the safety car was not quite far enough ahead of him, and so he had a very weird restart. As I'm going to now do the new instalment, which I'm going to call Quattro Watch, as we have a look to see how much he can get through the field on his new tyres.
Yeah, he looks like he's
got a lot of confidence through here. How much is he going to send it here now? That's what I want to know. As Jaylee Menz has already broken a second on Zach's Beast.
Yeah.
He knows his assignment, and he is bolted. Zach's Beast, though, is going to be under pressure from SLR Charlie, who smells a victory. Yeah. He smells a victory here, does Charlie. He's also been one that we haven't really talked about. And he's got a slightly better tyres than Zach's Beast, but he's not choosing to make the move yet. As South Raptor going down the inside of Jack. Oh, Jack does leave the door open, and South Raptor does get the position. This is now an Aston Martin 3-4. Aston Martin having a very strong race as Hicklin picks up a penalty.
Back on the DRS of Jaylee Menz. I don't know if he just drained his DRS to get there. He's really
Oh, was that guy in sound laments? Oh, this is causing a real concertina effect here. You have a look at just how slowly they're going through there, and Quattro here behind them is going to have to be really careful here. Really careful.
I mean, that
was not a struggle.
That was my mistake. That's exactly what I've been doing, isn't it? So, oh, traffic base.
Yeah, so close. So close, and those hards are just not far enough on the restart. As now Golden Egg Fry gets past Drastic Blaze. Drastic Blaze actually slows down off the track, pretty much lets everyone go there, actually. It's interesting.
He's pitted, yeah, he must have got wing damage because he touched the back of the McLaren coming through sector 3.
Yeah.
So that's one place for Quattro anyway.
Yeah, and of course, but he's still unable to get past Golden Egg Fryer. And yeah, as you said, Golden Egg Fryer, very good driver. And he's going to be looking more on the attack than defending from Quattro here as well. As Sam Laments is going to have an awful run on the hards. Not just an awful run, a horrendous run. And so now Golden Egg Fryer should be in a pretty easy position for him here. As Sam Laments, he's not using ERS anymore. And is this a chance for Quattro to get the place as well?
He's going to go for it, isn't he? He's going to go for it.
Yeah, no, he thinks better of it. Oh, yeah, but he's going to go around the outside. Oh, Sam gets caught on the curb, and Quattro does make the move, so he's patient. And it did pay off, and he has got the position. As Drastic Blaze does confirm in the chat, whilst in the pit lane, that he did indeed sustain damage.
Yeah.
So that's very unfortunate for him, as he was running quite well in the points after that unfortunate start, where of course he lost it and took off his wing. But now what Golden Egg Fry has to do now, though, is close up to the back of that guy, because he's got Quattro behind him, and it would be easy pickings for Quattro if Golden Egg Fry does not have DRS.
I think Golden Egg Fryer should close up, because that guy is on hards. He should close up to him in the time that he needs to do it.
He should. But he's got to gain half a second here in this. In this section
he's doing
alone.
it. He's literally doing it. Look at, he's 2/10. He just needs to get it through the chicane.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, it's going to be so close.
Quattro's. Yeah, this is music to Quattro's ears, and music to Quattro's ears as well, as that guy doesn't have the DRS either. So Quattro could gain 2 places in one lap here.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the place on Golden Egg Fryer here.
Oh, Golden Egg Fryer is pushing.
And he's gonna potentially gain the place on that guy on the next straight if he's gonna gets a good enough run. As the yellow flag is set to 1, as Drastic Blaze has binned it in turn 3. Is this another safety? Oh my god.
Oh my god. So Quattro now is going to have to pit for softs. They're all going to have to pit for softs. Oh my god, let's see if SLR Jack understood the assignment again, because I did say anytime from lap 20 onwards, you are going softs. Let's see. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Oh my
I really
god.
want to see what people do here. I really want to see what
Tell you
people
what,
do here.
if you're a GRT Andrew, do you pit? If you have 3 lap old mediums, if you're a Quattro, do you pit? Because you'll be leading. If I was Quattro, I think I would stay out.
This is the headache situation.
I think if I was Quattro, I'd stay out.
Men's doesn't pit.
Oh, Jack understood the assignment. Did he? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. My god.
This is a massive mix of drivers.
But will anyone get held up though?
What is this grid now? What has happened to the grid?
The Red Bulls didn't get held up.
As Leah's teleporting, but he's. I'm so lost. Jaylee Menz is now in the lead still. He chose not to pit. South Raptor's now in P2 as he didn't pit. Quattro didn't pit off his mediums, obviously. Took that risk. Sam Mentz has stayed out on his hards. Leah and Hicklin have stayed out on their mediums. And now you have Zach's Beast, Charlie, Jack, that guy, GRT Andrew, Golden Egg Fryer. All on fresh softs.
Quattro didn't pit. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I think Quattro is the right call from him.
Yeah,
he'd have been last
agree.
if he pitted. He'd have pitted. If he'd have pitted, it'd have been last. As all Leah and Hicklin have got. Leah's got. Yeah, he's got a penalty for a collision with Hicklin. Hopefully that's not disconnection related. As Hicklin hits the back of Leah again, and Leah picks up another penalty for a collision with Hicklin.
I think someone in the chat put, yes, Hickling in the points. Well, unfortunately, not anymore.
Well, I mean, collision penalties you will be able to get removed.
Yeah, Hickling being the guy behind though, that's very. I mean, unless Leah has.
I have to say though,
in.
that's potentially due to connection from Leah. May have to get him out of the lobby.
Another one.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this, and it looks like it's a connection issue. I want to get some secondary opinions in the chat, but
Hickling, Hickling.
I potentially want to get Leah out. I've got it's the last race of the season. I hate to do it, but you can see under safety car here, it's massively affecting Hickling's race as he now pits. So I'm gonna quickly just invite Leah.
That mixes it up as well now because it means that the soft runners have less have less guys to get through. They only have to get past 2 guys and then they're in the fight for the win. You can't help but think.
I've had another couple. I've had another couple of secondary opinions, and yeah, we're going to unfortunately have to get Leah out due to that connection issue. Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate to do in the last race of the season, and kind of want to give it every chance, but unfortunately, it's not looking great, and yeah, hate to do it, but yeah. But yeah, I'll ask for a couple of secondary opinions, and yeah, I've sent him an invite to the party, which means that he should be aware that he should need to retire due to his connection issue. But yeah, hopefully he does it. As the safety car is now in this lap, and you know what? It's gone full circle. Quattro's now my favourite for the win.
Yeah, and it's funny because
on those fresher mediums.
And at this point, he's proven Midzi wrong as well, because his original pit of losing track position, he's gained it with the second safety car. But having said that, he also needs to get past. I mean, if J. Lee Menz can open up the gap to South Raptor, he's going to want to really just bolt from him.
Yeah, but he's got that 3-second penalty looming over him as well, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, without that penalty, I think it would be quite close at the end, because I don't think Menz's tyres are going to be that bad. They're going to be a bit worse than Quattro's, but they're going to not be near the end of their life, really. You've got to think how many laps we've had under the safety car.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, given
the safety car still out,
the penalty, given the penalty, it's, I think, going to be Quattro's game, as we're now getting on ready for the restart. As
be interesting to see how quick
run through turn 1.
Be interesting to see how quick the soft runners can start making moves as well, because they're going to want to start making overtakes immediately.
Yeah. And let's have a look at Zakis Beast, and the first person up ahead of him is SLR Leah. And SLR Leah now has a run on Sam Laments. Can he make the move stick? No, he can't. No, he still thinks better of it, but near the front, South Raptor now 9/10 ahead of 9/10 behind JD Menz, and Quattro is still behind him. So yeah, this is crucial laps here for JD Menz. As the battle here, Zakis Beast, he needs to get the move stick. But this is just how hard it is to overtake a train.
Yeah.
So difficult. All of these guys here on those soft tyres are struggling. All of them.
Oh, they all bunch up. They all bunch right up into that corner.
Oh, God, it's an absolute massive train. Absolutely massive train. It's going all the way down from P4 all the way to the back of the field. Sam Lament's holding on like a lion on those hard tyres. You can just see how awful they are.
He's literally growling. He's roaring. He's roaring at them. Oh my God.
That guy are battling out as well. Andrew gets the position.
Oh my God. You can see them when someone makes you go Sam as well. You can see the guys behind them trying to get past the guy who's trying to make a move on Sam as well.
Yes, Leah. I mean, like he really shouldn't be in this session. As I did send him an invite, asking him to leave the lobby. But,
oh my God, what's happened there?
But he's making a move. I don't know what's happened there. Oh, no. Yeah, Jack, Andrew, Golden Egg Fryer, Hickman have been caught up in something.
It looked to me like the McLaren just absolutely sent it into the hairpin, but couldn't.
There's now Quattro and South Raptor going at it as well. South Raptor knows that this is potentially for the race victory, as he's going to try and hold it round the outside of Quattro into the triple chicane. Can he make this move stick? Quattro does leave in the room as Hicklin's out. Hicklin's crashed on the straight. Let me guess, another safety car?
Oh my God, no way. Oh my God. I don't think anyone will pit though. Will anyone pit? No, it doesn't even make sense.
No.
You're not gonna have any DRS anyway. So.
The only person it makes sense to would be Golden Egg Fryer because he's at the back of the field. But this is just completely screwing over any chance of J. Lee Menz getting that gap.
Yeah.
And now obviously Quattro's right behind him in P2. So Quattro's in a very nice position now. As Leah has decided to come into the pits. And yes, he's decided to retire. Thank you very much, Leah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, apologies that we had to get you out, but yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah.
Kind of nullified the race this one a little bit, doesn't it? Really, because there's been so many safety cars. It's all came down really to who pits at the right time under what safety car. Quattro seems to have absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, he has. Of course, he's got very lucky with that other safety car, but yeah, he's in a very good position. It's Quattro.
Yeah. Zach.
And what's a bit of a weird. Zach's in a good position.
He's on for P2, yeah. He's on for P2. Charlie and Jack both need to get past Sam as quick as they can.
Zach could have Quattro for the win here, actually. If Zach has a really good restart, then this could be the battle for the victory between Zach and Quattro here.
Yeah.
If you can get past South Raptor quickly on those softs, they will be quicker than Quattro's mediums, and J. Lee Menz is not going to be an easy person for Quattro to pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the moment, battle for the podium. And Quattro, South Raptor, Zach is beast. Menz has got to hope that he gaps South Raptor an awful lot, of course. As really, but Menz's ticket to the podium is South Raptor.
Safety car coming in this lap,
on the hards.
Can't be doing
Probably
another
be at
lap.
the end of next lap. Yeah, it's 3 laps, isn't it?
It must be. It must be programmed into the game that the safety car only gives you 2 laps left.
As Men's faking to go to the pits again for the 20th time in this race. Feels like. I can't believe 8 safety cars in 2 races.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous.
Let's just think about that for a second.
I think you can only have a maximum of 4 per race as well, anyway.
Yeah,
but with the way that this race has been, I don't think you could have actually fit in another safety car. I think if you only had like safety car, 2 laps of racing, safety car, 2 laps of racing, and so on and so forth until we've had 4 safety cars.
Yes. Mental.
It actually,
really.
Because the safety car is 4 laps, isn't it? Is it 3 laps or 4 laps? So
it's 3. Sometimes 3. It's 4 if 4 if someone's way back.
Yeah. So like when Drastic was a minute behind. So So that's 16 laps of racing. So they've only done. You've then got to fit those laps in between the safety cars. So we've only probably had about 10 laps of racing, if that.
Yeah, we had the first 10 laps of the race. Then we had a 3-lap safety car. Then we had another 2 laps. Then we had a 3-lap safety car. Then we had another lap. Then we had a 3-lap safety car. Then we had another lap.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Of course, the safety cars have decided this race, but I would still say 100% that the deserved winner is SLR Quattro. If he does hold on, I don't want to jinx him, but I mean, he obviously made that risky call under the second safety car, but that looks to have paid off with the third safety car. It's kind of a bit of a weird one of all of those guys in the top 5 or 6 kind of shot each other in the foot, really, because one pitting kind of forced them all to pit, and then it forced them all to get passed by Quattro, whereas potentially none of them were. As JD Men's going to back them up for the final time. And who's going to get this? Who's going to get this podium? Who's going to get this win? And who's going to round off the season? Right at the front as Golden Egg Fryer picks up a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with GRT Andrew. So Andrew's that is something that could potentially be removed. But here we are. When is Men's going to go? And yeah, here we are. He's still waiting.
He's gonna wait until he gets past the pits because he wants to pretend like he's gonna go into the pits again for one last time, and then he'll go.
No, he goes away now. And SLR Quattro was stuck to him like glue here.
Yeah.
As he takes it away for the final safety car restart of the Division 2 season. South Raptor is under pressure from Zach's Beast, as now Quattro is basically just pushing JD Men's through the corner. Any action there behind? Sam's obviously on those old hards. Can Charlie potentially make a move on him? No, he can't. It's not quite far enough, not quite close enough, but he has a brilliant run compared to Sam the Mans. And is he going to maybe set him up? Try the move here, he's inside. They are going to go side by side here, Charlie and Sam. Charlie on those fresh softs, but Sam the Man looks to have been running a bit of a lower downforce setup. But Charlie's going to have to brake later than him. He's going to have the fresher tyres. He should be able to brake later than maybe make the move. Giving each other lots of space. It's good to see. And Sam gets caught on the curb yet again. As now Zach is beat his right side.
And Jack is now
Zach Raptor.
Jack is now in the back of Sam.
Yeah, Zach's Beast does get Sam House Raptor. And yeah, Andrew and Golden Egg Fryer battling it out as well. Andrew trying to hold it in. Oh, they're both battling side by side. This is great stuff to watch. It's only for P8, but it's a brilliant battle. As Charlie now knows that he needs to get past South Raptor if he wants any chance of beating Jamie Menz. Even with that penalty gap to leader, Charlie is currently 3 seconds behind Jamie Menz as we enter the final lap of the Division 2 season. South Raptor does pull over to the right hand side. Is that a bit of team orders from the Aston Martins? It might be.
Yeah.
And is this going to allow Charlie to chase Jaylee Menz for the podium? He's got to make up 4/5 of a second on Jaylee Menz on the final lap if he wants to get it. Oh, but he spun! He spun, he's lost it, and he's out! Oh my god. That is gutting.
Oh my god, last race of the season.
He's lost it. He's lost it. He could have got a podium potentially, but he's now going to come home with absolutely nothing. And that is, I can't help but feel gutted for Charlie there, because he was running a really strong race, but turn 3 has got him on the final lap. As now GRT Andrews sending it on SLR Jack. Andrews on those very new softs, of course. And is he going to potentially get his teammate as well on those old hards? Andrew charging his way through.
And Quattro I don't think Quattro seems to be intent on making a move. He knows he's got the victory, doesn't he? So.
Oh, yeah, although Zach's Beast is not that far behind him. Oh, that guy's off. He has. But we're going to now cut him. Oh, actually, no, we're going to go back and walk the McLarens as Andrew's got past Sam. He has got past Sam. But here we are. Jaylee Menz, since Quattro made that stop, has been leading pretty much the entire race. But with that penalty, he's going to come home in P3. Quattro does take the victory. Zakis Beast takes P2. South Raptors holding on for an excellent P4. As GRT Andrew drops down with that 5-second penalty. So SLR Jack gets P5. Sam gets P6. Andrew P7. Golden Egg Fry P8, of course, with that 5-second penalty as well. As that guy is going to come across the line and claim P9. Wow, what an ending to that race. Yeah, I feel so gutted for Charlie there with that last lap crash. Potentially could have had a podium, but instead he has nothing. As yes, I've sorted out the interviews.
Yeah, congratulations obviously to the top 3. I'm going to have to jump off, so if you can obviously do all of the interviews, if you can wish them my congratulations, and good night to the stream. I will see you guys later.
Yes, I will now get the 3 drivers who are on the podium in the party. Janie Menz, Zakis Beast, and Quattro. So it is SLR Quattro who takes the victory and gets the fastest lap as well. That is a full 26 points. Just going to have a quick look at the 2 guys with 5-second penalties, just to have a look at their race directors, just in case they want to get the penalties removed. Andrew there and Golden Egg Fryer, both of those guys. And yes, so doing the interviews, we'll start off with... So make sure you tick your boxes, guys, first and foremost. Start off with Menz, then Zach, then Quattro. So yeah, starting off with Jaylee Menz. P1 on track, and in the end it is P3. I can't help but feel you're going to be a bit disappointed with that, because obviously you had that quite healthy position, and it did look like you were beginning to pull the gap on some drivers, but in the end, those late safety cars did cost you a couple of positions. But in the end, it's still P3. So, how do you feel about your drive? How do you feel about your racing? How do you feel about P3?
Yeah, bit disappointed, obviously, winning on track. Pace was there. I think it would have been a very interesting race between me and Quattro if it wasn't for all the safety cars. Of course, he was doing the 2-stop, pitting a lot earlier. I was going to stretch it for the 1. But nice to not spin for once. So it's always a positive. So yeah, started the season off with a win on track and end it with a win on track. But hopefully next season goes a bit better in between.
Yes, good drive from yourself anyway to get that P3. Now Zakis Beast P2. Well, of course you've won the championship this season, and you've finished the season with a P2. Sorry. Looks a bit of a quiet race from yourself, but kept it clean, made some good strategy calls, and ended up getting a P2 after, of course, Menz's penalty. So, how do you feel about that P2, and congratulations?
I feel pretty good. I knew my main goal for this race was to finish in front of the Williams to get the constructors. I don't know if we do have the constructors or not. But that race...
Yeah, you do have the constructors. I can confirm you do. They needed to outscore you by 25 points, and they haven't done that. So, yes, you've won the constructors as well. So it's a double title for yourself.
Right, that's good then. But yeah, my race pace wasn't there, but at the end with the softs I made some good moves to go up to P2.
Yes. Yes, congratulations to yourself. A very good drive.
Thank you.
And now Quattro, the race winner. Well, you got pole position with your banker lap in Q3. We saw you crash later on in the session, but you had no such issues in the race. It looked like in the middle of the race you were in a bit of a sticky situation, of course, being caught up in the pack, but then opened up, you made the move you needed to on South Raptor, and you've got the victory. So, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, how do you feel?
Happy, I think. I got Peter in championship, I heard from OG James, confirmed it, because Leah had to retire because of lag, unfortunately. But yeah, there's no way you can pass anyone in such terrain I was in. Everyone has the same speed, and if you're on soft or medium, it doesn't matter. You just don't pass them. Only with DRS. And yeah, start was great. I was looking forward with the battle with Lee Menz, and well, it didn't happen. He got a few times he got DRS on me, then the safety car happened, and yeah, then I pitted. So yeah, a crazy race.
Yeah, indeed. And you've rounded off your season with an excellent string of results, and yeah, back-to-back victories in the last couple of races. And just generally a question to yourself and Zach is Beast, because both of you are going to, I think it's pretty much certain, both of you at least are going to be moving up at least one division next season. So like, how are you both feeling about that? How are you both feeling about a new challenge, a different starting time, and testing yourselves against some quicker drivers? I mean, starting off with you, Quattro.
I'm certainly happy for that, and I want to change myself because I don't want to sound as an ego here, but I was too quick for this division in the last part of the season. And season 1, you guys drove very fast around the track. I wouldn't have got P3 or something. That's, yeah, I like a challenge. If one's made it perfect for me.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you there. And how about you, Zach? How are you gonna handle that? Of course, as the champion of Division 2, we saw, of course, last night SLR Bennett proving that you can be the champion of one division, then you can move up and be the champion of the next one. So, are you setting your goals high for the higher division? Like, how are you gonna tackle that, and how are you gonna enjoy the potential? How are you gonna enjoy the new season? And yeah, are you looking forward to it?
Well, I'm quite excited. It's a big promotion. You know, I started in Division 3 in Season 1. Now I've made it all the way to Division 1 after all these seasons.
Of course, you've won Division 3 and Division 2, haven't you?
Yeah. So now it's time to get a Division 1 World Champion. Yeah,
that'd be very, very cool to see. But yes, thank you all for watching, though, and thank you all for tuning in. I've been with you for most of the season in Division 2, and I've thoroughly enjoyed this season. It's been completely unpredictable. There's been ebbs and flows all the way through. We had, of course, the battle between Zach and Massey, and Quattro's been quick, Tuman's been quick throughout the season, Menz has been quick. We had other race winners, Golden Egg Fry, Drastic Blaze has won a race. There's been so many different variables and so much excitement in this division, and it's going to be an excellent season next season, I'm sure. Thank you all for joining me, and please make sure you join us at 9 PM. Corey and Mercs, I believe Mercs is going to be making his return to the comms for Division 3 tonight, for the Championship Battle in Division 3, and then of course join us tomorrow for the big one, the Championship Battle in the McEwen Division. Thank you all for watching, both tonight and all season, and good night.